All right. All right. I think we are. I think we're set. Getting all my stuff set up here so I can get a good view on everything. Make sure we're live. All right, we're live. Whew. Sorry guys, starting the stream a bit late today. I had stepped out to go see. Went and saw a movie with the wife, and yeah, it ran just a hair later than I would have liked. But yeah, I'm pretty excited. Checking out the you know what? Yeah, there we go. That's what I needed. All right, we're checking out the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Cowabunga Collection here. I'm so stoked on this, you guys. This has been such a cool thing to download. This was pointed out to me by Johnny Torres that this was available. I mentioned I wanted to do a turtle game, and I thought before I get started on this, I would just do a little bit of exploring in here, kind of show you what's in here, because it's extensive. It's not just like a collection of games. There's a lot of stuff here, and it's pretty awesome. All right. The first thing I thought I would hop into to show you is the Turtles layer option. Out in the Northeast, what's up, bud? But yeah, first thing I wanted to show is it's not just a collection of games in here. There's so much more. This is the Turtles layer, which of course, you know, anyone who watched the old cartoons will recognize. And as you pan through and see the different things that you can look at here, it's pretty awesome. So I thought I would just open up a little bit of this stuff before I start hopping into the gameplay. I also have the volume turned way down from the games. No idea what stuff in here is or isn't copyrighted. I really don't want to get a copyright strike, so just figured, you know, go careful on it. Saw the old cartoons first couple seasons is going on Paramount Plus. I saw that too. They also have the first season is available as one long YouTube video on the Ninja Turtles YouTube channel right now, which was pretty cool. I watched a little bit of it. I'm actually right now in the middle of watching the Usagi Yojimbo cartoon that was put out on Netflix. That's pretty awesome. You know, I've always been a big fan of some of the side characters from Ninja Turtles, and that's how a lot of people see Usagi Yojimbo. Hey, Dave the Monster Truck Nerd, welcome, my friend. All right, but I'll go on tangents about Usagi Yojimbo plenty throughout this, but I thought for now I'd give us a little search through the Turtles layer function here in the Cowabunga Collection. So you can hit boxes and manuals, and you can look at game boxes or game manuals from all of the Ninja Turtle games, which is, I mean, kind of absurd to have them all here. But it's just so cool to, like, they've got them, like, laid out and scanned so nicely like this. And, yeah, a lot of this is, like, really, yeah, even, like, the Japanese versions of the games. Like, it's pretty extensive what you can find here. And this is so much, like, a huge part of my childhood. And really excited that it's now just something that I have that I can always look at. All right. And let's, if you need like the game manuals for any of them, including in other languages, you can open them right up and you can make your way through and see how the games are played. Really awesome. And yeah, again, just the kind of thing that I could just stare at forever. And I'm sure there will be evenings in Japan where I am not feeling terribly social, where I may do exactly that. I may just read through old manuals from Ninja Turtle games. All right, I'm gonna jump over ads and catalogs. This is pretty cool. So they have catalogs and media kits and magazine advertisements. This is like all the old, like you know, the Nintendo magazine and all those different magazines, all the ads that they had for the games. I definitely had that handheld version of the Konami game when I was a kid. Yeah, just, I mean, this is like the kind of stuff that I could spend so much time staring at. Comic books, I was really excited. For a minute I thought it was going to be full issues of comics. It does appear to just be the covers of each one, which is still pretty awesome. Like, they've got the color and black and white versions of all the covers, and it's cool because you can sort of see some of the evolution of the turtle art just in their first series. And yeah, they've got whole collections of them here, 61 different comic covers, which is, I mean, again, just crazy. Animated shows, all the different series that they've had here. And what they have is essentially like sort of synopses done by just screen grabs from the different episodes. Like, this is from the original series, and you know, you can sort of see how it evolved over the seasons. Then you get the next series that was a little bit more sort of serious and anime looking, but was still properly goofy. Then of course the Nickelodeon series, which if you haven't seen the Nickelodeon series from, I want to say it's 2012, it is outstanding. It is so good. Yeah, there it is, 2012 TMNT series. I mean, all of them have amazing theme songs, truth be told. The Last Ronin graphic. Oh man, I don't want to say where I got it, but I got some digital copies of their comics that kind of, let's say, fell off the back of a truck, so to speak. And I'm definitely going to be reading some of those while I'm in Japan and en route to Japan. I'm looking into my iPad is dead, so I'm looking into a replacement so I can read those while I'm traveling. And then this is, of course, the newest series, which, you know, also looks, I mean, right? Like, this is, everything about this looks so great. Anyways, all right, bailing out of that. Behind the scenes, this is so crazy. They have original artwork, style guide excerpts. They've got behind the scenes stuff for making of different games. I'm just going to open a little bit of this so we can explore it, and I swear eventually I'll start getting to some of the games. Somewhere in a folder or a binder in my parents' house, there's absolutely signed by Eastman and Laird, because they're just from, you know, Northampton, so they're right in my area there. I definitely have a cartoon of the Ninja Turtles I drew when I was in like first grade or something that they signed. Yeah. All the style guide for how the characters are supposed to look. And then let's see, let's take a look at like behind the scenes of some of the, yeah, design documents. Wow, all in Japanese too. So sick. And then music, which again I've turned down considerably for copyright reasons, but they do give you, essentially you can play the entire soundtracks to all of the Turtle games on here. Which, yeah, I mean, just, I really can't get over everything they included in this. Yeah, strategy guides for the different games. Alright, and that's everything in the Turtles layer. Online, of course, is, I believe, all just online fighting stuff. Yeah, you can play with other people. But I wanted to dive into some of the games, and I'm going to do a little bit of some gameplay here, because downloading this has just been, I mean, it's like a time machine. I really feel like I got this on my computer the other day, and my wife and I actually sat in the living room playing this on the TV, and yeah, it was like I was in elementary school again. Yeah, so here's what they have for games. A lot of them are sort of arcade style, where you can have up to 4 players. The original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game here you see. Then we got Turtles in Time. We got Turtles 4 Turtles in Time, which is 2-player. We got Tournament Fighters, which came a bit later. I want to say this was late era Sega Genesis. Then we got the Hyperstone Heist. Oh man, my brother and I, this was one of the first games we ever rented. we got to school late a bunch of times because we were in the midst of it in the living room first thing in the morning, skipping breakfast. See, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, another version of Tournament Fighters. We got the original NES version of the game. We got Turtles 2, the arcade game, sort of the classic. Turtles 3, Manhattan Project. Another version of Tournament Fighters. They had a lot of these. We got Fall of the Foot Clan. Now this was Game Boy, if I recall correctly, yeah. Back from the Sewers, also a Game Boy. Radical Rescue. Look at that cover art. It looks like Garbage Pail Kids. It's so weird. And then we're back to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original. Alright. And so for me, just going to double check here. Yeah. I think for me, Turtles the original is going to be the play here. It's such a... I can remember playing this in the arcades when I was a kid, and I still do. In fact, they have it at the arcade in Greenfield, the little arcade that is attached to the Garden Cinemas. So at some point, I'm going to get in there and blow through a bunch of quarters and have a great time. But for now, I've got it right here. So let's dive right in. And anyone who knows me all that well knows that, you know, I love all the Turtles, but Mikey's my guy. I'm Michelangelo guy through and through. I have no shame in that. I'll put the audio up a little, even though it might get me a... I wonder if it'll get me a strike. It's pretty great to have the audio in there, and I'm kind of going to let it ride and just see what happens. Alright, so to join in here, I'm going to hit start. Alright. Uh-oh, fire. We got to go save April. Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fire. We got to get April out. Now this is of course a little bit more difficult because I'm all on my own. Usually when you're doing this you got a whole crew of your friends with you. He's throwing ninja stars at me. Shurikens. Ah. Now of course anyone who grew up playing these like I did, you're waiting for me to die here because you desperately want to hear that cry of shell shock. And that's fair because, gotta tell you, gotta watch out for those. They'll get you. Because the other day when I was playing this and that happened for the first time, mega pop from me. I mean, Road Warrior pop for the shell shock cry. It says to hurry, but this guy won't leave me alone. Alright, here we go. Oh, they're getting off the elevator. Oh. Got one of these bots here. It said to hurry, but it won't let me go. Had to take that one more guy out. Oh, here we go. Don't worry, April, I'm coming. I wonder how many kids my age grew up to have like a quiet affection for redheads strictly because of April O'Neil. I mean, I guess The Little Mermaid probably works into that too, right? Why does it have me leaving her? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here we go. Here we go. Boss fight. It's rock steady. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's a rhino, so you don't want him to charge you. But I also don't want him to shoot me with a machine gun. You know, There's a lot of things you want to face down in this world. I think a rhino with a machine gun is probably not one of them. I got him flashing already, so I must be doing pretty okay. On my last life here before I have to cheat, because there's no quarters when you're playing on your own computer. You just hit start and it lets you play again. Oh, Shredder, come on, man. Old Chrome Dome, Shredhead, taking April away from me. A rhino isn't, when you think about it. Yeah, the rhino horny joke is definitely, I think immediately of Flight of the Conchords, the hippopotamus and the rhinoceros. Oh, who put the lights out? Tonight I dine on turtle soup. I don't think so, Shredder. Yeah, whenever you fall down the sewer hole, he says, "Hey, who put the lights out?" Shell shock. Cowabunga. Oh, I just realized I can add more quarters just by hitting the start button. I'm never dying again. Look at that. I got 11 lives up there now. I'm rich. There was no way when I was a kid that I had 11 quarters. You know, one of the things I really loved about the original Turtle series is that you never actually saw them commit any real acts of violence. Like, they had these big, scary, dangerous weapons, and they never touched another person. Like, the foot soldiers were kind of robots, so that didn't count. And, like, even then, like, they would just use the sword to, like, fling pizza at bad guys or, like, you know, drop a net on someone. Alright, here we go, come on. You guys are really going to fight one turtle all on your own? Yeah, take that. How do you like that fire hydrant? Pizza time. Whoa. When I was a kid, I really believed that this was what New York City looked like. Because what did I know? Ninja's grab, it almost looks like you're getting put in the hurt lock. I can see that. Alright guys, come on. Come on. Whoa. Yeah, I knew that was coming. You saw me staying away from that billboard. Oh, dynamite! Man. No wonder all of us millennials grew up with anxiety. Played a video game where people knocked billboards down at me and threw dynamite at me. That was how I had fun. Oh, who put the lights out? Oh boy. Now we got Bebop. Don't shoot me with your funny ray gun. So far we've only seen characters of whom I own toys. So that's pretty cool. Although I believe that won't stay the case. I think eventually we start hitting some of the other characters, but I haven't played this game through in a long time, and I have no idea how many levels or anything there are. So for all I know, I'm going to beat the game on stream. That would be something. But I do love this the border that they put around the game, so that if you're playing this on, like I am, on a nice big computer screen, it doesn't stretch, it just fits and it looks right. I think that's really cool. All right, we're moving on. I'm going to give myself a few more lives here. Hey, hey, don't steal my jump kick. Hey, hey. I like the guy with the big Gallagher mallet. I mean, if I had to choose a weapon, it would be the Sledge-O-Matic for sure. Anyone else remember Gallagher? Getting Leatherhead, that's right. Thank you for that. Yeah, Alan's been on the lookout for me for the re-released Turtle figures. And so far he got Leatherhead, which was one that eluded me. I've still been debating, like, some of the other side characters, Mondo Gecko. They had another one that I'm forgetting. Oh, we got Mousers. We got Mousers. That means we must be getting closer to Baxter Stockman. Hey, hey, get off me. God, they're hanging in on the plumbing. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, God, hey. Ah. Just get off of there. The thing about the Mousers is it only takes one hit to get them, but they bite you long before you can get them. Ah, there's missiles. Why are there missiles in the sewer? Alright, how do I get the Mousers to just walk into that gate? Alright, carefully, carefully. Pizza time. I'm hurrying, jeez. April's real impatient. I am still trying to save April, right? Is that what's happening here? I wonder when I get to the Technodrome. Oh, going to the Monster Truck Hall of Fame. Oh, heck yeah, man. I love that place. It's interesting. Their new space is a lot smaller than the old one, which is kind of a bummer, but I feel like they have a lot more control on it. The stuff is just displayed everywhere. I don't know if you've seen my vlog where I went there, because it wasn't that long ago. It was back in November. But yeah, it's just... There's clearly not a lot of space because they've got stuff everywhere. Like everywhere you turn, there's something else that I didn't see. Yeah, it's definitely worth the trip. Oh, they rented the old one, they own this one. That makes sense. I do like that sometimes they'll park one of the trucks out front on a crushed car, or a couple trucks out front. When I was there, it was a little too far into like late it was a little too far into like, you know, late fall, so I think they were a little worried about the weather and its potential effect on the trucks. A couple months away from being a year away. Alright, come on guys. Okay, don't throw knives at me. That's no way to be. Why can't... Oh my... it is Baxter Stockman. And I do know the trick here is to focus on him and not the Mousers. Which can be hard, because, you know, he's like flying. Fortunately, I do have unlimited lives, so... Alright. I've about had it with him. Get off of me. Yeah, I'm looking forward to, so I bought this for all the old games, but then I saw that Shredder's Revenge was out, and that looks really awesome, so I'm probably picking that up on Steam as well. And that, of course, has a bunch of new DLC coming. There's whole levels where you can play as Usagi or Jimbo. Pretty stoked for all of that. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Here we go. If I can defeat them, I can probably... I wish he would stop stabbing me, though. Probably save April. Huh. They got long, pointy, stabby sticks. He just speared me. On this day... Boy, this is really hard by myself. I'm so used to, like, playing this with a whole bunch of people. Like, usually, like, at least my brother would be playing with me, but, like, often we'd have, like, a friend each with us when we went to the arcade, so we'd have all 4 turtles on the screen. Okay, now, if I recall correctly, this car is going to try to run me over. One of these cars will, or one of the trucks. I think that TGRI truck up there definitely opens and some guys come out of it. Yeah, there we go. There it is, on cue. Why do they have these plunger guns? My Krang figure came with one of these things, and I was looking at it and going like, what a peculiar shape for a weapon. Boy, I am awful at this. Is it possible that they're just really good and I'm terrible? Uh-oh, I can see Bebop and Rocksteady up there in that chain link box, that little cage there. I'm gonna need that pizza. Cowabunga. Hey, don't run me over. I do know that part of the strategy here is you're supposed to let them run into each other. Alright, here we go. I got him flashing, that's good. I had him cornered for just a second. Stop shooting me. Yeah, I right before this went out to see the Studio Ghibli movie Porco Rosso. Boy, that was a really good time. Went a long time not giving anime a whole lot of thought, but started looking into some of it lately. In the last few years, in particular, the Miyazaki films. Like, I've always liked the look and the music, so it was cool to get to go see one in the movie theater. Like, that was really great, really immersive. All right. I think next week I'm going to try Shredder's Revenge. I think I've decided. It's going to be all gaming. Oh, hey. It's going to be all gaming streams from here to Japan, because I just have so much going on that it's all I've got time for, really. But yeah, this is one of the last 3 streams before I am in Japan. Yeah, this time 3 weeks from now I will be, well, depending on the time you're looking at, I will be in Japan. You know, it's going to be close to 11 a.m. Wednesday of the week that I arrive, so because of the time difference there. Oh, can I do something to this tire? Why is it here? Hey. God, they're so good at electrocuting me. Never hit the guy holding the bomb. That's a hard lesson to learn. Hey. You guys are now witnessing a great example of what I always say, that I'm just terrible at video games. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll get to play a little of this while I'm at RetroCon this weekend. Speaking of, I haven't done a whole lot of hyping of my upcoming dates, because there ain't that many of them left, you guys. This Saturday I will be at Limitless Wrestling in Maine, supporting Rip Bison. He is in a championship match against Big Beef. His last chance to win the Limitless Wrestling World Championship before we leave for Japan. And you know, I know Rip really well, and I can only say this is big match Rip making his way to Maine this week. So pretty stoked for that. Also, definitely getting some new promo pictures done. Harry Aaron will be there, so I'm excited for that. Okay, why can't I fight him? Damn spikies. There we go. And then on Sunday, I forgot about this level. The skateboard level. Let's go. Did you know you can kick helicopters and they explode? So, you know. Good to know for real life helicopter fights too. You know, you don't want to waste your money on expensive weapons when you can just kick the helicopters. Although don't jump into the propellers if you can help it. I didn't know those helicopters drop bombs. I was gonna say the Simpsons arcade game. Yeah, absolutely. The skateboard level in that is some of the best video game stuff from my childhood as well. I keep getting hit by those propellers. Honestly, I'm not doing that bad, considering. Hey! Ah, the turtle van. Yeah, so that's this weekend, Limitless Wrestling, and then Blitzkrieg Pro will be at Retro World Fest, Retro Con. It's I never remember what to call it, but it's in Hartford, and it's got a lot of old school video game stuff, old school toys, a lot of comic books and stuff. Should be really great. It's been fun every year that I've done it. I've done it a few years in a row now. This will be one of the first times I've been there in a long time where I'm not fresh off a plane coming back from a Disney park, so that's cool. Although I guess it would be okay for me to be fresh coming back from a Disney park. Come on, guys. God, I'm so bad at fighting the mousers. Hey, I got one. And then let's see. The weekend after that, we have Pro Wrestling Grind at RPM Fest on Sunday, September the 3rd. Right here in Montague, Massachusetts, right next door to Deerfield. Pretty stoked for that. Oh God, lasered. And yeah, pretty psyched for that. The first time ever Mad competes in a Pro Wrestling Grind ring. It'll be mutually assured destruction against the Shook Crew. Bobby is the goatest. Bobby is your mom. This is the Bobby Orlando song. That's going to be a good time. And then the weekend after that, I'm stopping into the Franklin County Fair to check out the Overdrive Monster Truck Tour. And then it's off to Japan, you guys. It is coming up so fast. I've been looking at a few different ways to bring multiple books with me for the trip. Whether it was a cheap Kindle or getting my iPad fixed. I think I'm just gonna stop by a local bookstore and get some cheap, like, $1 books or something. I feel like I financed half of that company's future from the stand-up game. Alright, here we go. I got these. See, I don't even think I ever got this far in the arcades because I don't recognize these guys at all from the game. Now there's foot soldiers. Why are there foot soldiers? Why can't there just be the fly guys? You know that thing that mocked Luke when he was learning to use his lightsaber? That's what those remind me of. The little target droid. I'm not these guys. I'm terrible at fighting them. I know I shouldn't resist you. You kick my butt every time. Zappy zappy. What fresh hell is this thing? Pizza time. Oh yeah. Stop. Just. Can these droids just die already? Oh, I didn't know I could kill these things. Yeah. Heck yeah. Splinter? Who is that? I don't recognize this guy. And I know all the characters. Oh my god, he's got a flamethrower and I look like Daffy Duck after he gets shot. His bill's all backwards. Man, this guy is real quick to just smack me and shoot me. It seems like with this guy, I really got to stick and move. Every time I hit him, he immediately hits me right after. That time he got me right out of the air. Ah. This is why my generation's so desensitized to violence. It was all so cartoony and not real. That's not true. I'm not desensitized to violence. I hate violence. It's terrifying. Gotten any ideas what trucks will be in Greenfield? I don't know for sure. I've seen one graphic that they put up, but I know that that's not always a great indicator. I have no idea what trucks will be there. If you hear anything, please let me know, because I am very interested in finding out. You know, it's especially since the trucks are going to be there all weekend and the shows are free with admission to the fair. So $12 and the pit party's free. So gotta love that. And if you go on the right night, you also get a demolition derby. Although I think that's extra. The Stony Roberts is always extra there because they know where their bread is buttered. People always love that thing. I remember when I was a kid and it was free with the fair. Like you just had to show up early and claim a seat. Boy, I've gone through so many lives fighting this giant metal bird guy. How many lives do I have to go through to save Splinter? You know, Splinter's supposed to be so, like, badass that he trained all the turtles to be badass. Like, how's he always getting caught? It always happens. Like, it's the entire plot of the first movie. I'm so close to beating this guy. He's been flashing forever, and I don't think I've landed a strike on him in, like, minutes. There he goes. I guess I was hitting him. Turned into rocks? Yes, Splinter. He's doing my entrance pose. Oh, you're welcome. There it is. The Technodrome. The Technodrome playset is one of the coolest things I've ever seen, and one day it is 1000% on my holy grail list. God, these things are the worst. And then there's a laser on this side. What in the hell? Man, these late levels are hard. I assume these are late levels. I mean, how long can an arcade game be? How many quarters do they think I have? Yeah, take that. I don't know if doing this now actually matters, but I'm going to do it because they really pissed me off. Alright, now I just got to get by these lasers. How come the foot soldiers aren't bothered by the lasers? Oh, I guess they're kind of robots in the games like they were in the cartoon. That's why they always explode. You mentioned that when they grab me, it looks like I'm in the Hurt Lock. Who does the Hurt Lock again? Because I have not watched mainstream wrestling in so long that I forget what that move is and who does it. Oh, They keep freezing me. Am I supposed to break those or just run past them? Lashley. Is he still with WWE? I feel bad. I feel like I should pay more attention to the industry, but it's a company that I have no desire to work for, and frankly I find their product to not be all that fun. So I don't know. Oh, I guess that was the weirdest elevator I've ever taken. You don't watch either. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like once you've experienced like modern indie wrestling, it's really hard to go back to the WWE product. Like, it just feels so watered down, which, I mean, it has to be. It's trying to reach a wider audience, you know, so it needs to be a little different. And I mean, frankly, at this point, WWE is more of a toy selling machine. And I'm not going to fault them for that. I am in the middle of playing a Ninja Turtles game, so I see the irony. And frankly, I sell toys at my merch table, so I'm kind of a toy selling machine, so I get it. It always says hurry, but then there's nowhere to go. Ah! Alright. This guy looks like he would be related to that metal Birdman. I feel bad that I don't remember this guy's name. Like, there's a bunch of the villains in this whose names I don't remember. Oh, Alan, that was me. I was asking who it is that does the Hurt Lock, because I don't watch the product enough to know. If either of you wants to do me a favor and look up who the last two villains, this guy and the one before this, were, that would be amazing. This guy is like a big rock monster with a green helmet, and the other one was like a metal bird thing. That would be incredible if someone could throw that in the chat, because it's going to drive me nuts that I don't know the names of these villains, because I definitely would have when I was a kid. Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. I almost made the same joke. Man, old school Adult Swim was the best. Oh, hey, I got no problem with you hopping into Akira's stream. I love Akira. He's a good dude. I've known, when Akira was just starting, fun story, he sent me a message and asked me to watch some of his matches, and I gave him critiques. No idea what it was that made him seek me out. And I'm sure that if I look back on my critiques now, they'd be super cringeworthy. Yeah, then of course I gave him all the wrong advice. If I'd given him the right advice, I would have told him to do death matches, because clearly that's how you make money. That's what he's doing. So yeah, no complaint about someone hopping over into Akira's stream. Akira's the man. He's a good dude. He too turned to rocks. He must be friends with the Birdman. How many Technodrome? Oh my god, it's Krang in the bodysuit. Yes, let's go. So they didn't do a reissue of Krang in the bodysuit, but I did find 3D print files online to completely make it. So when I'm back from Japan, that is 100% a project on my list, because I want Krang in the bodysuit, and I don't really care to go hunting for him to collect him. I just want the object, and I want it on the shelf, and I want it to look cool. And if I can recreate it pretty close, that's good enough for me. And frankly, I'm pretty psyched to do it. Similarly, I have an Ace Duck figure from the Turtles that is missing a bunch of really cool accessories that he comes with. So I'm going to be making 3D print files of those, because I can't find them online. And then I'll be printing those and painting them and putting them with him so that he's complete. But eventually I got to get better shelves to display my big figures, because I got great shelves for displaying my toy monster trucks, but you know, they're not sized at all correctly for like actual action figures. Krang in the droid body. Let's go. I'm gonna switch my gear to this. Should I wear gear that makes me look like Krang in the android body? Do you think is that what the people want? I'm gonna fight just like this at Blitzkrieg at RetroCon. I'm gonna do that flex every time I hit someone. I wonder what my match will be there. I don't know if it'll be a straight singles or if I'll get thrown into like a 6-man or something. You know, it's always a mystery there. Like we usually find out day of what we're doing. I just know I'm not teaming with Rip because he won't be there. He's got like I think a friend's wedding or something. Yep. I heard he was going to Japan. He's going with the GCW tour, is he not? Or did that already happen? Yeah, there's a few people I know going to Japan this year that haven't announced yet, and it's pretty exciting. Yeah, I won't spoil anything for them, but yeah, there's a couple of my friends that are going to get to go to Japan, and it's really cool. Like, I'm so stoked. You know, I'm psyched that it's an opportunity I'm getting, but you know, I'm real happy for everyone else too. Come on, he's flashing. You got him right where you want him. Come on, Mikey. Dun, 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 dun. Yep. Yeah, I know Janaya Kai. Yeah, she went over and did like a really short visit for Stardom, and then like very quickly after that they were like, we want you back. And so she's been over there for some time. Super happy for her. Met her up at Limitless. Wicked nice kid. And of course an incredible talent. I'm invincible. We'll see about that, Krang. Oh man, there's 2 of them. You can't have 2 of them. Why? Why? I don't want 2. Oh, which one's the real one? Ah! He used force lasers to turn me back into a baby turtle. Did anyone else just see that? I knocked his helmet off. It's a Rokusake. For those who don't know, that's the Shredder's real name. He's a Rokusake. He was training partners with Splinter before Splinter was turned into a rat. And betrayed their sensei. And tried to set up Splinter as the betrayer. Ran off and started the Foot Clan. It's quite the story. It all happens in the very first episode of the Turtles. There's different iterations of it that have been told. You know, the version in the new movie is a little bit different because they don't really get into Shredder because he's not in the movie. No spoilers. And then, of course, in the original movie, there's a different version of the story. You know, it's kind of been redone a lot. It's true. He actually, it's funny because when you look at the stance and the way these characters are built, it's a little bit like Monday Night Raw for the Sega. So it has a little bit of that, like, you know, WWF vibes that Diesel was in. So I assume they used the character model for Diesel and that's what happened. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. His helmet's off. Now's your chance. Shell shock. Cowabunga. So how do I beat... Do I have to kill both of them at once? Like, what's the deal here? Oh, they've both got their helmets off. I must be getting closer to defeating them. think I did it. You guys, for the first time in the history of this stream, I'm pretty sure I just beat an entire video game. I think I just did my closest version I can do to a speed run. Freaked the Foots, mangled the Mousers, and totaled the Technodrome. That's turtle power. But what about Shredder and Krang? Burnt to toast? Vaporized to milkshake? Or escape to Dimension X? They spelled dimension wrong. Until we know, none of us can sleep safely in our beds or shells. Let's go. See, a part of me wants to just let the whole credits roll. These people worked really hard on this game, and how often do you see the credits? I mean, how many kids actually pumped in enough quarters to beat this? You saw how many lives I went through, and I'm a grown adult sitting in the comfort of my own home. I'm not a kid having a bunch of distractions, people yelling at me. Man, that was so awesome. Did we ever figure out who those two villains are? That's going to drive me nuts. I don't know that I should look it up while I'm on stream. I feel like that's... Is that a thing you do? Villain bosses TMNT arcade game. I'm doing it. I'm Googling on stream. Look. Oh, Granitor and Trag. Ah, okay. Okay, it was up there. It just got buried in... Okay, I see it there. Granitor and Trag. Oh, crap. I'm Googling both of them now. Because, again, this is great, great TV, watching someone else Google stuff. Oh, man, does that mean I have to go get the toys of them now? Oh, they had a re-release series. Are you kidding me? Get out of here. They did one of those really nice high-end series pictures of them. I'm gonna pull the picture up here and see if I can get it on stream. All right, here we go. Yeah, look at that. How sick is that? Oh man, I'm gonna have to look up the original ones at some point because that's I might very well need those. All right, we're not gonna play this again. How do I bail out? All right, I'm gonna figure it out. Ninja Turtles, half shell, turtle power. I'm not gonna play through the whole game again. That seems a little absurd. That just adds lives. There we go. I figured it out, you guys. Totally figured it out. You can tell this this is literally my first time playing through any of this. So that's pretty sick. Totally beat that game. I really can't believe that happened. I assumed I would just play till it got late or I got bored. All right, so that's one down. Should we? I think we should take a look at Turtles in Time. This looks pretty slick. Watch. What's the watch? Oh, I can just... Oh, apparently I can just watch a full playthrough of the game on here? That's an option? Alright, instead I'm going to play. It feels right that I would play. I don't think I'm going to do Michelangelo again. Uh-oh. Krang's back, you guys, and his android body can fly. Oh, I see a spinning Baxter Stockman. All right, this time I'm Leo. Oh yeah, this gameplay is sick. I got ramming speed. Yeah, this is definitely an improvement over the arcade game. There's no way I'm making it through this entire game. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But I'm interested. Did both of you guys grow up with the Ninja Turtles? And if so, which version is the one for you? All right, got to get by the wrecking ball. All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, I remember that attack. Pizza time. Let's kick shell. Yeah, take that. Bombed him. Oh, this is so much better than that last one. Oh, the gameplay in this is so good. Now I'm really excited for... oh, X-Men? Dude, X-Men was my jam too. My brother and I collected all the cards, watched the cartoon, played the games. Oh man, on my... I want to say... 30th birthday. Yeah, my 30th birthday. I went with Levi Shapiro and Matthew Thiel, who was my manager at the time, and my wife. And we went to High Scores, which is an arcade in Alameda, California. We went across the street to Tucker's Creamery and had ice cream. Killer ice cream if you're ever in Alameda. And then we went and played video games for like 4 hours, and collectively I believe we wound up beating the X-Men game because we had 4 of us, so it was like a good collective effort. Baxter Stockman. Man, Baxter Stockman is still to me like canonically one of the coolest villains in the Turtles, and I was so glad that like, I mean, they sort of gave him a role in the new... Again, no spoilers, but, like, he wasn't really the same in this movie, which is okay, you know, things are different, but I was glad to see that, canonically, he was part of the story. I mean, to me, Baxter Stockman, you know, there's always that sort of, like, nerd scientist that gets wronged and ends up a villain. Like, that's a pretty common trope throughout comic books and superhero movies and stuff. You know, you see it with Electro. Is that who I'm thinking of? Electro and Spider-Man. I mean, really, pretty much all the villains in Spider-Man are scientists gone bad. Yeah, that's basically his story. And so to me, he's sort of like the precursor, like Breaking Bad. But yeah, man, X-Men is so good. I gotta check and see. I know Rip is more of an X-Men kid, and I gotta see if they have X-Men on Steam, because I might have to pick that up. I've been trying to avoid downloading an emulator, but I might also have to do that. I did get an emulator for the N64 that plays pretty clean on here, and I have a really good ROM of Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. The old All Japan video game that is basically the same thing as No Mercy. Man, so stoked. That's going to be a lot of fun, especially while we're over in Japan. All right. And I think we've kind of we found our way through. We've started to learn. I'm going to probably play that game a whole bunch on my own, but I am going to bail out. Yeah, I'm going to call that a stream. Managed to beat the first Turtles game. That was pretty awesome. Had a great time. This whole thing, you know, when you get back to, like, you know, the stuff hidden in the Turtles layer is so robust. There's so much of it that's so cool. You know, even when I'm not in, like, a game-playing mood or whatever, I could definitely see, like, a lot of this being a lot of fun. You know, really, like, digging into some of this stuff would be pretty excellent. And yeah, it's just so rad that it's included here. It's all one collection that you can get on Steam. I love it. It's available for the Nintendo Switch as well, I believe. But yeah, that has been the Cowabunga Collection, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm the Human Monster Truck, Perry Von Vicious. If you are looking to see me live before I leave for Japan, your chances are you can catch me just hanging out, supporting my pal Rip Bison at Limitless Wrestling this Saturday, August 26th. Boy, that is coming up quick. Then this Sunday, August 27th, I will be wrestling for Blitzkrieg Pro at the Retro World Expo, RetroCon, some people call it, in Hartford, Connecticut. And then Sunday, September 3rd, my last match before I leave the country, I will be wrestling for Pro Wrestling Grind at RPM Fest in Montague, Massachusetts. Super psyched about that. And then if you happen to be stopping by the Franklin County Fair the weekend of September 8th through the 10th, you just might catch me at the Overdrive Monster Truck shows. They're going to be there every day. They're free with admission. And then, yeah, that following Monday, I leave for Japan, headed over to Kyushu Pro to train with Tajiri and to take on any and all challenges they put in front of me. This has been a great time, one of my last streams before I leave. I will catch you all again soon. Take care. Until next time.